There is a plant growing in the cracks of your driveway right now. It looks like nothing, a fleshy weed with small leaves, the kind of thing you pull out without thinking, the kind of thing you spray with poison on a Saturday afternoon. But here is what the label on that herbicide bottle won't tell you. This plant contains more omega-3 fatty acids than salmon, not comparable amounts. More. Per calorie, per leaf, per bite. It is the richest vegetable source of omega-3 ever measured in scientific literature. The same compound you pay premium prices for at the fish counter. The same nutrients sold in plastic bottles as supplements that go rancid on pharmacy shelves. The same fatty acid linked to heart health, brain function, and longevity. It grows for free, in concrete, without your permission. This is purslane, Portulaca oleracea, the plant that scientists recently called a biological impossibility, the food that kept ancient civilizations free from heart disease, the weed that a $40 billion industry needs you to hate. And you have been poisoning it your entire life. The archive opens in Greece, 1050 BC. Archaeologists unsealing ancient jars find something unexpected inside. Seeds, thousands of them, preserved for 3,000 years. Purslane. The Greeks were not storing it by accident. This was food, medicine, a staple important enough to protect across generations. The Romans ate it everywhere their empire spread. Medieval Europe survived on it when other crops failed. Indigenous peoples across North America harvested it for 4,000 years before colonizers arrived and called it a weed. But here is where the story gets strange. In the 1950s, a researcher named Ancel Keys launched what became known as the 7 Countries Study. He wanted to understand why heart disease was exploding in America, while other populations seemed almost immune. He found an anomaly, the island of Crete. People there ate plenty of fat, olive oil, cheese, and meat. By American standards, their diet should have been dangerous. But their rates of heart disease were almost non-existent, the lowest of any population studied. Keys assumed it was the olive oil. That made the headlines. That launched the Mediterranean diet craze. But researchers who looked closer found something else. The Cretans were not eating salmon. They were not taking fish oil supplements. They were eating weeds, specifically purslane, daily, in salads, in stews, as a staple green that grew wild across their island. Later studies confirmed what the Cretans already knew. Purslane contains 5 to 7 times more omega-3 than spinach. Patients recovering from heart attacks who ate diets rich in purslane showed 70% fewer deaths than control groups. 70%. A weed outperforming pharmaceutical interventions. In 2022, researchers at Yale University made a discovery that rewrote botanical textbooks. They were studying how purslane survives in conditions that kill other plants. Drought, heat, poor soil, concrete. The places where nothing should grow. What they found seemed impossible. Purslane uses 2 completely different types of photosynthesis simultaneously in the same cell. The first is called C4 photosynthesis. It is the system used by corn and sugarcane. Fast, aggressive, optimized for rapid growth and high yields. The second is called CAM photosynthesis. It is the system used by cacti and succulents. Slow, conservative, designed to survive drought by closing pores during the day and breathing only at night. No plant is supposed to do both. These systems evolved separately over millions of years. They require different cellular machinery, different genetic programming, different everything. Purslane does both at the same time in the same tissue. The researchers called it a biological impossibility. A super plant. Something that should not exist according to everything we thought we knew about how photosynthesis works. It grows like corn. It survives like a cactus. It contains more omega-3 than fish. And we spray it with poison. Why? The answer is simple. Devastatingly simple. You cannot patent a weed. Purslane grows everywhere. It drops thousands of seeds that remain viable for 40 years. You cannot control its distribution. You cannot force farmers to buy new seeds every season. You cannot create dependency. The pharmaceutical industry cannot sell you purslane. It grows in sidewalk cracks. The supplement industry cannot bottle omega-3 from a plant you can harvest for free. Their fish oil capsules cost money. Purslane costs nothing. So it had to become an enemy. The global herbicide market generates $40 billion annually. Companies like Bayer and Monsanto built empires on convincing you that wild plants are problems to be eliminated. They sell you the poison. They sell you the seeds for plants that will not spread on their own. They sell you the fertilizer because those engineered plants cannot feed themselves. Purslane breaks every part of that business model. It fertilizes itself. It spreads itself. It survives everything you throw at it. Drought cannot kill it. Neglect cannot kill it. Only deliberate chemical warfare keeps it from taking over. So they taught you to wage that war. They taught your parents, your grandparents, generations of homeowners trained to see medicine as a menace. The most nutritious plant on Earth is probably growing within walking distance of where you are sitting right now. It survived 3,000 years of civilization. It fed empires. It prevented heart disease in populations that never heard of cholesterol. It confused scientists at Yale who could not believe what they were seeing under their microscopes. And it is still there, pushing through concrete, refusing to disappear. You have a choice. You can keep buying salmon at market prices. You can keep swallowing fish oil capsules that oxidize the moment you open the bottle. You can keep spraying poison on your driveway and wondering why healthcare costs keep rising. Or you can do what the Greeks did, what the Romans did, what the Cretans did when they became the healthiest population ever studied. Eat the weed. It is not a radical act. It is a return, a remembering, a recognition that the healthiest food on the planet was never locked behind a pharmacy counter or a premium price tag. It was growing in the cracks all along. If this changed how you see that plant in your driveway, do not keep it to yourself. Share this with someone still buying the lie, someone still spraying the cure. The resistance does not require a membership card. It just requires you to stop killing what is trying to heal you.